Have you ever had somebody's story and it so inspired and transformed you, and you thought, wow, what a story? Well, have you ever thought that your story could do the same for somebody else? Good morning. Welcome to day 12 of our journey, 100 days of encouragement. Today, I want to tell you that your story is important and your story matters. Bible says in Psalms 107 and verse 2, it says, "Let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story." Another version says, "Let the redeemed of the Lord say so." Are you the redeemed of the Lord? Well, you are supposed to tell your story. You see, everybody has a story, and every story is important. Sometimes we look at our story and we think, why should I even share it? Who am I anyway? Who can it inspire anyway? I'm here to encourage you and to tell you that every testimony is important. The Bible says they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. You have a testimony. Let the redeemed of the Lord say so. Let them tell their story. Everybody is on a journey. Everybody has gone through quite a number of things. And the fact that you are here means that you are still going, means that the devil has not succeeded in getting you off the grid, so to speak. Because remember, the enemy comes back to kill, to steal, and to destroy. But Jesus came that we may have life and life abundantly. Your story is somebody else's survival guide. There are things you've gone through and you've been able to overcome. There are things you went through and the devil thought he had you, but here you are, still moving. There are days you've been down, but you've come back up again and you're still moving. And that story is somebody else's survival guide. You see, when you share your story, you have no idea how God will use it to be able to impact others. And sometimes we feel like my story is not dramatic enough. You're thinking of your story like a movie. The storyline doesn't add up. It's not dramatic enough because you don't have extremes in your story. Mm-mm. There's somebody who's struggling and their life has been just like yours in a sense. And when they hear your story, it will inspire them to arise, to keep moving. Sometimes we wait until, the way we have been, what's the word? The way we think about a happy ending, the way we think about happily ever after, and you're looking at your story and it hasn't gotten to the happily ever part. No, 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 no. Your story matters. It's not complete. Mine is not complete, but I keep sharing it. I want to encourage you today to keep sharing your story. In fact, this is what I tell people: package your story, package it into episodes, so to speak. When you look at your life, has God done some things for you? Definitely, He has. The fact that you're still alive means God is still working in you. And it means there are some things that God has done in you. What are those things? Who are you sharing those things with? Trials, triumphs, yeah? Even places where you fell, lessons you learned. That is a story that needs to be told because somebody needs to hear it today. Think about the Bible. The Bible is a book of stories, stories of men who walked with God, stories of people who rebelled against God, and they have been told for our benefit that we may learn and grow from them. So maybe you've never thought about your story. Today, I want to encourage you to think about it, to package it, and to share bits and pieces of it with somebody today. Somebody needs to hear. Maybe you went through something and you overcame. May God send you somebody who's going through a similar thing that you may share your story with them to inspire them and to encourage them to keep holding on, knowing that if God did it for you, God will also do it for them. Tomorrow, we have something wonderful that we are going to be speaking about. I won't tell you because I want you to come back tomorrow to find out what's this exciting thing we will be talking about. So, what are we going to do today? Share part of your story in the comments this morning. A few sentences. What is your story? What is part of your story that you can share today that can encourage somebody. Well, the Lord bless you. The Lord keep you. The Lord cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. Remember, they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. You have a story. It's a unique story. It's a valid story because it's your story. Learn to embrace it, learn to share it. Your story will encourage others and lead them in the right direction. If anybody should ask you today, how are you doing? Remember to look at them in the eye and tell them, I am blessed and highly favored, because that, my friend, is who you are. Take care, stay blessed. God willing, let's be back here again tomorrow for day 13 of our 100-day journey.